The classic British sitcom On the Buses brought endless laughter with its unforgettable characters and hilarious workplace antics. Decades later, fans still cherish the misadventures of Stan, Jack, and the grumpy Inspector Blakey. But what happened to the actors who brought these beloved roles to life? Some continued thriving in showbiz, while others took different paths, or sadly, are no longer with us. Join us as we explore their journeys from then to now. Reg Varney, born on July 11th, 1916, in Canning Town, London, England. He portrayed Stan Butler in On the Buses, 1969 to 1973, when he was 53 years old. Stan was a fun-loving, working-class bus driver who often found himself in humorous situations, constantly scheming to avoid work while chasing after women. Before On the Buses, Varney had a successful career in comedy and music hall performances. He also made history in 1967 by being the first person to use an ATM. After On the Buses, he continued acting but gradually stepped away from the spotlight. He passed away on November 16, 2008 at the age of 92 due to a chest infection, having lived a long and remarkable life.
It's year in, year out. Why can't you two live like a normal married couple?
They do.
Well, thank God I'm not married then. Oh, here he...
In the army, I drove big diamond T lorries. So that bike, it was when we put us on the skid pan, they put me on the skid pan.
Bob Grant, born on April 21st, 1932, in Hammersmith, London, England. He portrayed Jack Harper in On the Buses, 1969 to 1973, when he was 37 years old. Jack was the cheeky, womanising bus conductor and best friend of Stan Butler, known for his mischievous antics and relentless flirting. His character provided much of the show's humour. Despite his success, Bob Grant struggled with personal and financial difficulties later in life. Sadly, he passed away on November 8, 2003, at the age of 71, after taking his own life following years of battling depression.
Feeling so ugly.
Blimey, mate, I'm a bus conductor, not a plastic surgeon.
Now listen, I am not going to go round here to be punched up by Arthur.
Well, that's all right. I can arrange for him not to...
Can I just say one more thing? I have something for the future because my very good friend Joe Weston Webb has offered me a job which will tide me through. He's also asked...
Anna Karen, born on September 19, 1936, in Durban, South Africa. She portrayed Olive Rudge in On the Buses, 1969 to 1973, when she was 33 years old. Olive was the frumpy, unlucky-in-love sister of Stan Butler, often mocked for her appearance and lack of success with men. Despite this, her comedic timing and resilience made her a beloved character. After On the Buses, Anna Karen continued acting, most notably in EastEnders as Aunt Sal. She passed away on February the 22nd, 2022, at the age of 85 in a tragic house fire at her home in Ilford, London.
You can't cook, you can't sew, and you can't do anything a wife should do.
Well, there's one thing you've forgotten.
Oh, no, I haven't, but I am trying.
I knew that we were onto something quite big. And we were all instructed we were not allowed to make commercials because, you know, there would be...
Stephen Lewis, born on December 17, 1926, in Poplar, London, England. He portrayed Inspector Cyril Blakey Blake in On the Buses, 1969 to 1973, when he was 43 years old. Blakey was the grumpy and strict inspector, always at odds with Stan and Jack, trying and failing to enforce discipline. His catchphrase, "I'll get you, Butler," became legendary among fans. After On the Buses, Lewis continued acting, appearing in Last of the Summer Wine and other British TV shows. He passed away on August 12, 2015, at the age of 88 due to natural causes, having enjoyed a long and successful career in comedy.
Come on, what? We're 7.5 minutes late. Just got time for a cup of tea and out again in 5 minutes.
Hang about, we got some lost property here.
Oh, no, you would have.
Not a holy Joe, but good. And I had so much regard for him. Ronnie Wolf got...
Doris Hare, born on March 1st, 1905, in Bargoed, Wales, UK. She portrayed Mum, Mrs. Mabel Butler, in On the Buses, 1969 to 1973, when she was 64 years old. She was the loving but often nagging mother of Stan and Olive, known for her sharp tongue and constant meddling. Before On the Buses, Doris had a respected career in stage and radio, as well as British film and television. She continued acting into her later years, appearing in EastEnders. She passed away on May 30th, 2000, at the age of 95 due to natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of classic British comedy.
Right for having them pints, eh?
Oh, right, love. The phone. Who can it be at this time of night? It's our boat. She's gone.
I came on doing my sing-song, and I went into my routine, which was... and she got my shoes on the wrong feet.
Pat Ashton, born on February 28, 1931, in Wood Green, London, England, portrayed Doreen in On the Buses in 1971 when she was 40 years old. Doreen was a cheerful, lively bus conductress who added charm and humour to the series. Outside of the show, Ashton appeared in Carry On films and EastEnders. She passed away from cancer on June 23, 2013, in London at age 81. She was remembered for her comedic talent and contributions to British television.
I'm with you all lot in there? I'm going.
No, listen, no, don't go, Doreen. Look, if we can't go in there, we'll have to stay in here, won't we? Well, look, once they get stuck into that picture, they won't disturb us.
Again, after 25 years. 30-odd years ago, I lived on North Strawberry Garden with my husband, and I was very fortunate and enjoyed.
Ursula Mohan, born on January 9th, 1946. She played Joyce in On the Buses in 1969 at the age of 23. Joyce was a young and cheerful character, embodying the lively and sometimes cheeky spirit of the show's working-class setting. An accomplished stage and television actress, Mohan has continued to build a steady career in British entertainment, appearing in various dramas and stage productions over the years. In 2025, at the age of 79, she remains an experienced figure in the acting industry.
How long have you been with Lady Laura Elise?
Several years now. I know what you're thinking. I know what they're saying, all these stories.
Stories?
I am very fond of
Kent Television Centre. And I went in and I thought I would be meeting the producer and the director, and the producer, Paul Knight, wasn't.
John Lyons, born on September 14th, 1943, in London, England. He portrayed Bert in On the Buses in 1971 when he was 28 years old. Bert was a fellow bus depot worker, known for his easygoing nature and ability to joke around while handling the everyday chaos of the job. Lyons is best known for his long-running role as Detective Sergeant George Toolan in A Touch of Frost. In 2025, at the age of 81, he remains an admired figure in British television.
What's going on? He's had everybody in there by the canteen staff.
No, their briefing's later.
Jack. There you are, sir.
They take that fourth wall and you've got to turn and you've got to face the audience. And they come back at you. So you're really playing yourself. A lot of actors can't.
Michael Sheard, born on June 18th, 1938, in Aberdeen, Scotland. He portrayed the manager in On the Buses in 1973 when he was 35 years old. The manager was a strict but often flustered authority figure, constantly struggling to maintain order in the chaotic bus depot, frequently clashing with Stan and Jack. Sheard became widely recognised for his role as Mr. Bronson in Grange Hill and his appearances in Doctor Who. He also had a memorable role as Admiral Ozzel in Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. He passed away on August 31st, 2005, at the age of 67 due to cancer.
Right, where did you go, yeah? Where did you go, yes?
Really?
Yeah.
Where would you like eye lines?
Anywhere you like.
Michael Robbins, born on November 14th, 1930, in London, England. He portrayed Arthur Rudge in On the Buses, 1969 to 1972, when he was 39 years old. Arthur was Olive's grumpy, sarcastic husband who constantly mocked her and showed little enthusiasm for their marriage. His dry humour and frustration with Olive's family made him a standout character. After leaving the show, Robbins continued acting in British TV and film, including roles in Doctor Who and One Foot in the Grave. He passed away on December 11, 1992, at the age of 62 due to prostate cancer, having contributed greatly to British comedy.
Now, come on, mate, don't mess about. Where's the envelope?
Oh, I was working out my permutations on it and I fell asleep doing it. It's here somewhere.
Good. How can you fall asleep doing your...
Cicely Courtnidge, born on April 1st, 1893, in Sydney, Australia. She played Mum in On the Buses in 1969 at the age of 76. Mum was a warm yet no-nonsense motherly figure, often providing comic relief with her witty remarks and old-fashioned views. A seasoned actress with a long career in British theatre, film and television, Courtnidge was known for her comedic talent and commanding stage presence. She enjoyed decades of success, starring in numerous productions before retiring. She passed away on April 26, 1980, at the age of 87.
Now, Olive. Put the kettle on and give your brother some tea, love.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me clear my chest first.
Oh, blimey, get me tea first, will you? I've got to be back at the depot in a couple of hours.
Sandra Bryant, born in 1945. She played Sandra in On the Buses in 1973 at the age of 28. Sandra was a lively and attractive character, a bus conductress who often became the subject of Stan and Jack's flirtations, adding to the show's comedic mix of workplace romance and mischief. Bryant had a steady career in British television, appearing in shows like Coronation Street and The Avengers. In 2025, at the age of 79, she remains a respected name among classic British TV fans.
I've been at it for years.
Oh, Jack.
No, Sandra's right, Jack. Everything he says comes true. What's yours?
Libra. You will be...
Norman Mitchell, born on August 27, 1918 in Sheffield, England. He played Nobby in On the Buses in 1970 at the age of 52. Nobby was a burly, good-natured buzzman, often finding himself involved in the depot's pranks and camaraderie, adding to the show's working-class charm. Mitchell had an extensive career, appearing in over 1,000 film and television productions, making him one of Britain's most prolific character actors. He passed away on March 19, 2001, at the age of 82.
Good morning. Sure, Mr. McCallan. Miss Elliot told me we were around this morning. I'm having trouble with one of my cows. Nellie she is.
Who is your favourite character from On the Buses? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.